guys, Larissa with BeCozi.net is here. BeCozi.net and BeCozi.com is American website with the biggest collection of chunky yarn for hand knitting. Hand knitting is style created by me back in 2015. And I have this YouTube channel with almost 400 video tutorials. Please subscribe and underneath. And I have a new video tutorial every single week. So today I am using our beautiful chunky Chenille yarn in yellow, white, and black. And I will be making this gorgeous honeycomb blanket. Here it is. Look at this beauty. I created honeycomb pattern many years ago. I think 2019 or 18, the first one. I have a video tutorial for a simple honeycomb. And then I thought it would be nice to have it from multiple colors. And because it's summer, I thought this color combination would be beautiful. So last week, I showed you how to make a bee. Let me show you the bee. Here is the bee. And the reason I actually make the bee, because I wanted it to go with this blanket. So like a little addition. So you can watch my video from last week, make this little bee. And today I will show you how to make the honeycomb blanket. We're now looking for the name for this blanket. I'm pretty sure the name will be Bumblebee, but maybe we will end up with a better name. So if you're ready, let's get started. Okay, guys, let's get started. So we will be using yellow, black, and white BeCozi chunky Chenille yarn, and we will be starting with black. So let's find the end. Place the yarn in front of you like that. This is the end. This is the working yarn, the tail or the end. Place the working yarn on the top to make a loop. Insert your hand and then grab working yarn and pull it through. Leave this kind of loose. We will tighten it up later. So now you will be casting on 30 stitches for the width of 40 and 38 for the width of 50. I will be showing you on a small sample, so I will be casting on 14 stitches. So insert your hand, grab working yarn, pull it out, and then keep doing this way until you have 14. So the amount of stitches needed needs to be equal to 4 plus 2. Those 2 will be for the borders on the sides. So I'm just showing you on a small sample. It's easier for you and for me. So it will be 12 plus 2, 14 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, and 2 stitches for the edge, for the borders. So here we are. I'm turning it on another side, as always. Working yarn goes on the back. So now I'm pulling out the first row. So this is the first stitch. Go from underneath, grab working yarn, pull it out. And now we will be using the middle part of the stitch, not the back, not the top, not the bottom, the middle part. So here's the stitch, the middle part, lift it, grab working yarn, pull it out. This is your second stitch. Pull out all stitches of the first row, and then we will start our pattern from the left to the right. Okay, so that's how I always start the pattern. It's easier, and the pattern is better seen when the blanket is done. You can start it from the cast on chain, but it will not be seen as well. So here's the last stitch. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why does it have 5? I don't know, but we will fix it. So here we are. We're pulling this end, and that's where we are tightening up our first stitch. Okay, so here we are. Now we are knitting first stitch. That will be the edge, and now we will be I'm sorry. Now we will be actually connecting our yellow color because that will be the next step. So here we are. And because the black yarn we will not be using as much, I will be cutting and connecting it by burning. Okay, so here we are. I cut it. I am burning the yellow color until it starts burning nicely, and then I attach the black one, and then I push it toward each other and I wait for a few seconds and then rub and rub it like that, kind of pressing to each other. And here we are, we just connected yellow. So now we are knitting yellow and we are creating our first honeycomb. So first stitch, knitted stitch, because that will be the border. Now these 4 next stitches we will be creating honeycomb. So the second stitch goes on the top of the first goes on the back. You're crisscrossing it. Second on the top, and you are knitting it. Then you're knitting one on the back. Don't forget it, it's kind of hiding there. So now next 2 on the opposite side. This first stitch goes on the top, second on the bottom. And you are knitting second stitch first and then first stitch. So we just created our bottom of our honeycomb. Now we are doing the same to the next 4 stitches. Second on the top, first on the bottom, knit second, knit first. Opposite. This first stitch on the top, second on the bottom. Knit second, knit first. See, we created another one. So we're creating one more here because that's what we will be doing for the whole pattern, creating honeycombs. So here we are. We actually needed cast on, I cast on a little bit more, one more. So what I will do, I will just knit them together to show you how it's supposed to be. So this is the last stitch. I just knitted it because that's the border. So what I'm doing now, when we're knitting from the right to the left, we're always just simply knitting the stitches. You can skip the first stitch or you can knit it. I'm knitting it now, and usually I skip it to create a beautiful chain on the side. So all simple knitting stitch. This is our second row of yellow. What do we do next? We are creating the top part of the honeycomb. Skip the first stitch, and now we're doing the opposite. See, here the second stitch went on the top. Here the second stitch goes on the bottom, and you're knitting it first because honeycomb needs to go this way. Here we are. And then here on the opposite too. Here the first stitch went on the top. Now the second stitch goes on the top. You're crisscrossing that these 2 stitches would meet and create the honeycomb. So you're knitting the second, you're knitting the first. So you're kind of repeating the same pattern, only this stitch is here, this stitch is here. Okay, let's do it again. So now we are taking second stitch on the top and knitting second stitch first, and then first stitch. And here we created the bottom of the next honeycomb, as you can see. And now second stitch goes on the top to meet with this stitch. You're knitting it first and then second. Here we are. See, honeycomb, honeycomb, and base for the next one. So let's create one more honeycomb. Here we are. And then we have one stitch. We're knitting that last stitch. This is our border. Okay, so we knitted our honeycomb. What are we doing next? we are going from the right to the left, skipping first, and I always, in this pattern, you always just simply knitting all stitches. Pattern in this honeycomb pattern is always made from the left to the right. Here we are. We're done with our row. And that's where we introducing our black back. Okay, so again, I will be cutting the yarn and connecting black with burning. I always burn only one side. This way the plastic part in the middle is not as big and not as noticeable. So here we are. Wait for a few seconds and then press it together, rub it together, that plastic cord in the middle would not be too big. Okay, so now we are making our black, and that will be 2 rows of black, but we will be following the pattern. We will be doing the same pattern as we did here. So first stitch, we're knitting, we're not skipping because we're introducing new color. And now we are making our honeycomb. Okay, guys, so because a sample is very small, here on the side, we will have a half comb, not the full comb, okay? So here we are, we just connected black. So see, this comb here went this way, so now it should go this direction, okay? So you're crisscrossing and introducing black yarn this way. Now you see that it should go this way, so this stitch goes on the right, this one goes on the left. So you kind of like looking at the pattern. So here our full comb, see, you see that this stitch should go here, crisscross, and knit the second, knit the first. And here it goes this direction, so knit the second, knit the first. Next, you see that it should go here, so you're knitting second first, and then you're knitting your first stitch. Here the same, it needs to go here, so first you're knitting second stitch, and then first. And then you're knitting this simple knitting stitch, it's the border. What are we doing now? We are now simply knitting the whole row, and we can skip it. It will be 14 stitches. We still have 14 stitches because we started with 12 plus 2. Here we are. So 2 rows of black is done. Now we will be connecting our white color. So let's move our yellow away from here, and I will grab my white and I will cut my black. So see, the key is to add 2 rows of black after you made two combs. See, 1 comb and 2. So here we are. We're connecting white. Here we are. And now we're simply following the pattern, guys. So first row we're knitting because it's a new color. And here you're just looking. We were going this direction with the comb. Now we're going that direction. So second stitch on the top, crisscross, and make a comb. Here, this stitch going this way. So crisscross in the opposite direction and knit. And that's pretty much the whole pattern. Now we will be doing the same with the white color. I will be knitting 2 rows of comb, not just 2 rows, it will be 2 rows of combs. And then when I'm done, I will be back and I will show you what to do next. Okay, guys, I'm back. So you see, we now have 2 rows of combs of yellow, 1 and 2, and it's kind of partially black. Then we have 2 rows of black, and now we have white color, and it's one comb and second one is forming, and now we will introduce black. And here you can see it will always be this way. The black will be kind of like in the middle of the comb. See the comb? So half of it will be black. So I am connecting black again the same way as before, and just keep knitting this pattern until you use all the yarn. As you can see, this yarn is this pattern is a yarn eater. It requires a lot of yarn. So here we are. This is the comb. Now we're creating another comb. So these two stitches should go out, crisscross, and like that. This is going out, crisscross. So as you can see, it's very small, although I started with 14. So that's why you need so many more stitches for the same size of blanket comparing to regular stitch. So here we are, we're doing the same way. We are making a comb with the black, and then we're going back with simple knitting stitch, and then we repeat yellow, white, black, yellow, black, white, black. And then you keep doing it until you are done with all your yarn. And when I'm done with all the yarn, I'll come back and show you how to finish it. Okay, guys, so here we are. Look at this gorgeous blanket. See, yellow, black, white, black, and yellow. And now I will show you how to finish this blanket. So here is the end of it. And I just attached the black with burning it like I showed before. And I made the first stitch with black. And what I will be doing now I will be taking 2 stitches at a time and knitting them together. Now I have 1 from 2, add 1 yellow and knit. If you want to add 2 rows of yellow, you can actually do it. Then it will be like a wider border of the black. Okay, I will keep doing it and then I'll be back. Okay, guys, we are done. See this beautiful edge chain on the top. Now we have last stitch in this black, so we are taking them together and then pushing yarn through, and then little tail through the last stitch. We're done, and then I'm just simply weaving in the end, hiding it on the back, and we are done with our gorgeous blanket. Here it is. So make this beautiful blanket, buy our yarn at BeCozi.net, and share it on social media and tag BeCozi. Stay warm and BeCozi. Hey guys, Larissa with BeCozi.net is here. I would like to introduce you my second book. The second book, Hand Knitting 102, it was published on November 25, 2025, and it's available to purchase on our website BeCozi.net, BeCozi.com. It's also available on Amazon. It's also available on Amazon as a downloadable version if you want, a Kindle, and if you want the real book, it's available again on our website and on Amazon. In this book, I'm showing new patterns and a few old one patterns. It's as usual, it's very detailed, it's very easy to understand what I'm doing. Very unique patterns where you can, those that you cannot find anywhere else. And again, this book is available. Go get it. And this is the best gift for yourself or your loved one.